2023 is only at its halfway point and is already full of celebrities making strange and weird decisions. Hey, fame can get to you, and unruly fans even more so. Today we are going to be counting down the top 10 celebrities who lost their minds in 2023. Coming in at number 10 is Cardi B. Earlier this week, Cardi was doing an outdoor performance at Dre's Beach Club in Las Vegas, and a concert goer who was standing at the edge of the stage threw the contents of a large cup on her, splashing Cardi's face and soaking her outfit. Cardi berated the woman before throwing something back, her microphone. Security promptly retrieved it while also removing the attacker. Retaliating against someone throwing a drink at you is an obvious reaction, so I don't blame Cardi B at all for deciding to take things into her own hands. Some may say this move was too violent, but honestly, being interrupted during your set and then having to perform the rest of your concert covered in a beverage sounds like a nightmare. The now viral video of it, shared on Saturday on social media, now has 68 million views and counting, but Cardi B is the latest artist to face an attack from audience members, an act that has become an unfortunate trend in the past few months. Last month, a man was charged with after hitting BB Rexa with a thrown phone. Similarly, an audience member slapped Ava Max at a concert in June and scratched the inside of her eye. Elsewhere, someone recently threw a bracelet at Kelsey Ballerini and an X-rated toy at Lil Nas X. Adele, however, nipped the idea of anyone doing so in the bud at her most recent concert, threatening that if anyone were to, that she would get them. At number 9 is Ariana Grande. People started buzzing about Ariana Grande's new relationship with Wicked film castmate Ethan Slater. The news broke just weeks after reports of the singer split with her husband of 2 years, Dalton Gomez. But Ethan apparently didn't give his now ex-wife the same grace period. Just days before it became public that Grande and Slater have decided to pursue this new relationship, Slater broke the news to Lily J, his high school sweetheart who he'd been married to for 5 years, that he would be divorcing her. Sources from Page 6 and Entertainment Tonight have also suggested that Slater's new relationship blindsided and devastated Jay, seeing as how there weren't any apparent issues within their marriage. Many people on the internet have also passed judgment on the new couple, bringing up the fact that Ariana would hang out with the duo as a couple, like their pictures, and congratulate them on milestones, as well as holding their newborn baby. People are also saying that the relationship probably won't last longer than 3 months, meaning that Slater will have ruined his family for a bender of a relationship. As for Ethan and Ariana's side of Lily's claims, a source close to the two said, "It's understandable that emotions are high, it's hard seeing her ex move on, especially in such a public way, and her friends are just trying to protect her, but Ari and Ethan are trying to lay low and be respectful of their exes as they pursue this new relationship." Although the news came fast, both Ariana and Ethan are adamant that they were both newly single, having completely cut ties with their exes before anything began to get romantic, amidst claims and rumors that there was cheating involved and that Ariana was being a homewrecker. At number 8 is Matty Healy. The 1975 frontman Matty Healy has once again decided to showcase his unsurprising lack of judgment. During a headlined performance at the Good Vibes Music Festival in Malaysia's capital city, Healy decided that it was now time to voice his opinions against Malaysia's anti-LGBT laws. Going on an aggressive tirade which ended in him kissing his bandmate in protest, Healy went on demanding to be banned from performing there ever again. The band's set was obviously shut down soon after. Healy's rant drew scattered cheers from the audience, but videos from the night also showed the audience's silence and fans growing unease. TikTok videos from the show depict people's faces falling and locals grimacing. Although speaking out against oppressive power systems is important, Healy did so in a self-indulgent, patronizing, performative, and incredibly white savior fashion, with no forethought of what the repercussions of such act may be. An artist named Jerome Coogan said that Healy had tried to do the right thing but in the wrong way, saying, quote, "I understand and commend him for wanting to express his opinions about the regressive laws against LGBTQ+ folks in Malaysia and other parts of the world, but I think he could have chose a more conducive platform to do it. As of right now, homosexuality remains a crime in Malaysia, punishable by up to 20 years in prison, leading to the country ranking as the second worst place for transgender people in the world. One study by local advocates found nearly half of those who identify as LGBT have faced harassment and threats, and advocacy groups have said, we agree that visibility is important and at some point we would like to have more public displays of our activism, but we have always planned carefully around how we intend to do so that members of our community are not jeopardized." At number 7 is Colleen Ballinger. Recently disgraced YouTuber Colleen Ballinger, also known for her comic persona as Miranda Sings, was just inches away from breaking out of the YouTube bubble into serious stardom. With her Netflix show Haters Back Off and a national live show, she was well on her way to becoming a mainstream celebrity. However, after a slew of allegations, the comedian's reputation and 15-year career have taken a turn for the worst. Adam McIntyre, a former fan, revealed that Ballinger had been exploiting and manipulating young fans for years, alongside her history of racist and inappropriate content coming to light. It took her 3 weeks to address the backlash, posting a bizarre apology video where she sings her way deeper into trouble. The apology has been coined an anti-apology, as Ballinger took absolutely no responsibility and instead made light of her actions, calling those who've spoken up about her passengers of a, quote, toxic gossip train. And oh yeah, the video was a 10-minute long song taken in one take, so yeah, no wonder it took her 3 weeks. At number 6 is Elon Musk. The tech billionaire hastily decided to rebrand the social media website Twitter, which he acquired in October of last year after a $44 million buyout. Since the acquisition of the site, Elon has made plenty of less than desirable decisions, for example, firing the core teams, setting a limit for how many tweets users can view per day, ditching ditching the long-standing content moderation and hate speech rules and implementing the much-detested Twitter Blue subscription service. In a recent decision from the social media giant's owner, he's decided to rid it of its iconic bluebird logo and replace it with an emblem comparable to X-rated websites. No pun intended. The new design consists of the letter X in a font that was purchased for $30 online, which is available for anyone who has $30, and a black marble background, which would look great as some 14-year-old girl's iPhone background in 2013. And such graphic design prowess would not be finished without a $1 million price tag on the domain x.com. His decision to go through with the rebrand came about after a series of focus groups showed that customers disliked the name, presumably because of that pun I made earlier. Super great to put an emblem that everybody on the internet has been trained to close a webpage with. Flawless design. At number 5 is Lizzo. In a lawsuit filed Tuesday, 3 of Lizzo's former dancers accused the singer of harassment and creating a hostile work environment. The suit alleges that Lizzo pressured one of them to touch a nude performer at an Amsterdam club and subjected the group to an excruciating audition that was complete with false accusations that they were drinking on the job. The most strange allegation to here pertains to Lizzo reportedly calling attention to one of the dancers' weight gain and later berating and firing that dancer, especially since Lizzo was so well known for embracing body positivity and celebrating her own physique. The lawsuit also accuses the captain of Lizzo's dance team of trying to convert the performers under their authority to their religion and ridiculing those who had lost their virginity while also sharing lewd fantasies and publicly discussing the virginity of one of the plaintiffs. At number 4 is Doja Cat. No celebrity owes their fans kindness. All they're expected to deliver is their art, and Doja's done a great job at that. Although the singer's been cancelled numerous times for things like saying slurs and racist remarks, the singer is under fire again, but this time for not liking her fans. Let's indulge this for a moment. Many fans have criticized Doja for believing that she has very little gratitude for the career she's been able to build, which some fans believe is at the hands of them in their own support. But at the same time, being constantly persecuted by those same fans and being expected to uphold the other end of a parasocial relationship, which is probably one of the worst parts of the celebrity contract, it's pretty obvious why Doja Cat may be acting with a little contempt towards her fans. However, it's been brought to widespread attention that people aren't necessarily just mad at Doja for setting boundaries, but instead are upset that she's actively silencing victims of her boyfriend Jay Cyrus, thus defending his actions. At number 3 is Percy Hynes White. The Toronto-born Nepo baby starred in Netflix's Wednesday, an indie film I Like Movies, but his career seems to be short-lived since in January of this year the hashtag #CancelPercy began trending on Twitter, and fans of Wednesday began to call for Percy to be removed from the show. This chaos came about after a Twitter thread went viral calling out Percy Hynes White and his high school friends, accusing them of being through parties to get women inebriated so that they could them. Netflix and Percy have made no comment on the situation, so Twitter users encouraged fans to keep the hashtag going, with one tweet reading, "Please do not make it easy for Percy to be able to move past these allegations without repercussions. Keep talking and keep spreading the word." Our runner-up on this list is Tiffany Haddish. In January of this year, Variety reported the full cast of Girls Trip was returning for a sequel, which fans were initially excited for, but were quick to suggest the movie lacked one OG cast member, that being of Tiffany Haddish, and have her replaced with Janelle James. The reason for this call-out was because since the previous movie came out, Haddish had become involved in a lawsuit with fellow comedian Aries Spears. The lawsuit involves a comedy sketch that made fun of minor abuse, which was reportedly posted to Funny or Die, along with other online platforms, in 2014. In a since-deleted Instagram post from 2022, Haddish wrote that she deeply regrets having agreed to act in the sketch, one that was intended to be comedic but in actuality wasn't funny at all. Our number 1 spot goes to Stephen Amell, one of the only actors who seems to be publicly against the SAG-AFTRA strikes. SAG-AFTRA represents about 160,000 actors, and is currently on strike against major film and television studios over contract terms related to compensation, artificial intelligence, protections, and other issues. These strikes have brought to light the incredibly poor working conditions many actors, writers, and other creatives have been made to withstand, including very little rest breaks or safety protocols on set. The former Arrow star Steven made a statement against the strike at GalaxyCon in Raleigh, North Carolina, where he said, quote, "I support my union, and I stand with them, but I do not support striking." He added, "I think it's a reductive negotiating tactic, and I find the entire thing incredibly frustrating." People on Twitter have called him out for his remarks, as 5 years ago, Steven talked about making less than his co-stars on Arrow, and how hard it was to renegotiate his rate, which is exactly what the strikes would help with through collective action. And that is our list of the top 10 celebrities who lost their minds in 2023. Let us know if you forgot anyone in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next one.